take their student Mike.
Zach, just how good did it feel to finally get back out there after missing a few games because of the injury?
It was good. Had a couple of days of practice to get ready, and just being back out on the court, being able to help out there, felt good to be back out.
Guys, Coach just talked about it being a really good practice yesterday. Did you guys feel that way? I mean, was there a focus going on because of the loss, maybe?
Yeah, I think it was a really good practice. I think we were really competing, really ready to go right from the start. So I think guys did a good job responding and working towards tomorrow.
Yeah, I also thought it was really good. There were definitely some takeaways from the game the other day that we focused on. And like Zach said, we were all ready to compete, so it's good moving forward.
Were there 2 or 3 main takeaways that you were working on the most?
I think taking care of the ball was probably the biggest one that we focused on, and just running good offense. I think we made a couple adjustments yesterday that'll help us moving forward.
Dustin.
I guess to kind of hone in a little bit more on that as far as taking care of the ball, what were some things you guys saw in film that bothered you, I guess, in terms of the turnovers and what led to them and things that you were doing that lead to giveaways?
I mean, it's always just frustrating seeing things like that on film, seeing things you could have done better, seeing things you could improve, and I think guys only learn from that, watching themselves, and then carry that into practice and then let it carry over into games.
Seemed like Duke and Arkansas as well were kind of able to speed you guys up with their pressure. How do you maybe avoid that moving forward and playing more at your own pace?
I think just running good offense. We've made a couple adjustments, like I said, in practice yesterday, and I'm sure we'll work on it more today. But yeah, I mean, we definitely have to take care of the ball. We got a young group who are kind of learning as they go, so it's definitely not about where we're at now. As long as we learn and we're able to adjust, I think we'll be good.
Yeah, obviously the last game was a disappointment on a big stage, but Zach, Big Ten ball starts now.
Right.
If you talk to some of the young guys about why that's important and what that means moving forward now.
Yeah, I think that's definitely been a focus. Something we talked about is we can't lose that game twice. We want to move on and be ready for Saturday because it matters as much now as it does in March, this game. So it's definitely important to be ready for.
Evan, you've had some really good games and some games where you had to hit a field goal. Is there anything that you found out maybe in the last week that helped you at Duke to kind of get back on offensively?
Not necessarily. I mean, I prepare the same way every week, but yeah, I mean, I felt good out there, so I think it helps with confidence a little bit. But I'm not really too concerned about how many points I put up. It's more about what the team does and whether or not we win the game in the end. So I think that's the biggest thing for me. Yeah.
Evan, there have been a few plays this season where Jawan's kind of found you out of the post, spotting up for 3. How has that kind of on-court relationship grown, and how important is it for you kind of playing off a post player like that?
Yeah, I mean, he's an unbelievable passer, not just for me, but for the team in general. It's great to play with someone like that who, if you're open, they're going to get you the ball. And it's tough for teams to guard when you got a post guy like that in the middle who can score and also, space the floor with his passing. So, yeah, it's been great playing with him so far.
Zach, in the 2 road losses, the opposition was able to speed IU up a little bit, and to the point where it got a little bit frazzled at times. You weren't able to help at Arkansas at all, and then Tuesday, it was your first day back after not playing for 3 weeks. Do you think that's an important role for you, as maybe kind of a glue guy to keep things from getting frazzled out there?
Yeah, just doing what I can, either talking to guys or just being calm out there on the court, helping guys slow down, just letting the game come to them. I think is an important aspect to know.
For either of you guys, with the way that injuries kind of started to pile up last week going into the Duke game, how important is it now for this team to have its depth back?
I think it's very important, not only from a game aspect, but it's also open a lot in practice. So it's one thing you guys see in a game not having a lot of depth, but it also hurts us in practice not being able to go against guys is hard because we don't have a lot of subs in practice. So it's definitely helped us, and I think we'll only be more prepared because of it.
To kind of go off that maybe for Evan, how has that maybe just affected chemistry on the court during games? I mean, you don't have a full roster to practice with during the week leading up to games. How has that maybe affected the way you guys are still trying to learn how to play off each other in games?
Yeah, I think we got into a pretty good groove with all the guys on the team, and then to lose a couple of them, I think that is how it hurt us a little bit. Like Zach said, just in practice, it kind of makes a difference on how hard we can go because you got a couple guys out. Some guys might get more tired because they don't have subs during practice, so it really does affect practice a lot. And as far as chemistry, getting these guys back, like Zach's an older guy, a veteran, knows what he's doing. I think that it really helps when you get those guys back.
Evan, for yourself, obviously we know we can do shooting the three-point ball and just shooting from the field in general, but how do you think you've evaluated your play so far, maybe in the post, just planning offensive space and on defense as well so far this season, basically anything other than your shooting ability?
Yeah, I feel like I've done a pretty good job. One of my main focuses has just been rebounding, doing everything I can to become a better rebounder. That's kind of a part of my game that's lacked in the past, but I feel like I've done a pretty good job of it this season and can continue to improve it, definitely. Offensively, though, I think I'd like to do a better job maybe facilitating, finding open guys. But yeah, my shots feel good, so I'll continue to shoot it.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.